What's good, people, traders, and dedicated gold chasers? Welcome back to another video at the Modern Day Trader with your boy Marcelino back at it, straight and fresh off from a holiday. Man, your boy had his birthday holiday, hence me not dropping last week, so please forgive me for that. However, I do want to say I'm ready to go, refresh. Went through a good time of relaxation and rejuvenation, man. So let's go, let's go, let's go. This week, very little trades. I think there was three potential trades, one real entry, and that was it, bro. Trading micro lots at the current moment, just to give you guys a bit of a disclaimer. But anyway, let's get straight into it. So Monday coming into the charts, I wasn't really on the chart, but I do just want to review Monday and Tuesday, although I was not on the chart. I want to be able to see what has happened, see how I would have marked up my chart, check what could have potentially occurred, right? So just looking at it from a 15-minute time frame for intraday moves. So just looking at what we had initially. So we had opened with a gap. You can then see that Asian session was quite a range. There's no real point of interest down here because of the gap. There's nothing. I don't even want to look to the left-hand side. Current price action and market structure clearly just shows that there's nothing here to the downside upon this lower low being made. Uh, we didn't even fold this until later on in Monday's like Monday. So what you can see is that I primarily trade London with my fib or my Asian session impulse and then London retrace. So that's the London setup. Usually it's the Asian session impulse followed by the London session retrace into a 61.8 fib, holding the previous lower high or higher low, and then we can anticipate the price action is going to continue or create continuations. Unfortunately, what you can see is that nothing happened on Monday. Where price action was quite range bound, and we really just stuck within this consolidation on the 15-minute all the way through, I think, into Chicago Mercantile Open before we saw volume and momentum step into the market. Unfortunately, no trades on Monday. Now let's go into Tuesday. Now, what you can see on Tuesday is that pre-Asian session, you can see the price action had actually created a high and capped off at that high before impulsively pushing to the downside. Now, the problem with this impulse is that we didn't break any key levels in the market. Unless you're going to consider this a key level, then we could have potentially call this a impulse that broke structure right here, and you could have potentially entered off from these areas. Now, usually when I enter off from a point of interest, I don't like entering off from the first impulsive push to the downside. I usually like to see the second leg first be created and then have price action come into a point of interest on the 15-minute to then scale down on my lower time frames and see price action continue to the downside. So this day here could have either be or only be a potential fib entry with a 61.8% fib entry in London. You can see that we could have gotten triggered at 9 o'clock, and that's 1 hour before London open. And really and truly, you'd only hit a TP like the next day. Whether you get taken out or not is very iffy because you don't really know if like spread would have taken you out in London session. You should assume and anticipate that spread slightly a bit lower since we are in London session. It might just be that spread gets like depending on if there was any news on the day, if spread increases or not. But we didn't really take that trade. Now coming into Wednesday, let me actually just mark out where Wednesday ends. Wednesday ends around do 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 around here, right? So coming into Wednesday, I do want to mention that here you can see that we clearly, so we had like an impulse that broke below these lows. And so when I saw this impulse in Asian session, I had two areas marked out for me to potentially trade out of. I had an area all the way up here as my key level. No, I'm lying. All the way up there, but I included this area all the way till there, till this last uh big bullish candle. And then what I did was I took a fib all the way from here all the way to there. And the reason why I didn't want to pull it from here is just because like I need the most recent low to be broken, and that low was broken from this high. And what you can clearly see is that price action did not come into that area within London session, or we didn't come into our point of interest within the whole day. So unfortunately, no trade there that day. Now when we step into, I think it's Thursday, what you can see is that we practiced patience whole week. You can see the price action started to break lower lows, forming lower highs. And this was pretty simple. You can see that we had an impulsive push in Asian session. And all I really did was I drew this fib from this high to that low, this low right here, and then I extended it all the way to where it would show current price action. So let's say 350. Okay, that's a bit too far. Let's go 200 right there. And then you can see that I placed my sell limit on 195.50, targeting a 1 to 3, and price action just played out clean and simple. And this is just on the basis that we have the impulsive push out of Asia, taking out the key level, then pulling back into a 61.8, and just ultimately believing that market structure is going to continue. And there's a high chance that when we do come into the 61.8 level, that price action will then continue. Now, what you can see is that when we came into, so that was Thursday, brilliant trade. I enjoyed the Thursday's trade. You can see that when we came into Friday, we were forming these lower highs, lower lows. Now, price action formed this lower low, pull back, lower high, lower low. You can then see in Asia, we had the impulsive push to the upside. And initially, this is what I was looking for. And on Friday, unfortunately, and that's why I say we had 3 potential trading setups, but only one real entry. So this is what I was looking for. I was looking for an entry out of the 61.8 area. You can see that unfortunately in London session, we just continued to push up. And there's nothing that you can really do in those instances. Price action will do that. Price action will do whatever it really wants to do. All you need to do is trade the plan and ultimately ending the week up 3%. But as I mentioned, just trade in micro lots to get my confidence up and get my confidence going. So yeah, guys, that's the out of the week recapped. All I can say is that you need to stay true to your process, stay true to what you need to do the work on a daily basis, do the work on a weekly basis, and you will see the bigger picture growth. Now, remember that with this week coming up, all you need to do is continue to do the work day in and day out, and continue to grow and build good habits day in and day out, and continue to see the process through. We are so close to 250 subscribers, guys. Please don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button. It's been a minute since I've actually said that. But with that being said, from your boy Marcy at the Modern Day Trader, please don't forget that your unmatched perspicacity, coupled with your sheer indefatigability, makes you a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. So peace out. Wonderful, profitable week for you, oaks and gals. Peace.